Let's move on to the next team here. We got the Dallas Mavericks. The Dallas Mavericks, obviously, the Luka Doncic show. They added JaVale McGee via free agency, added Christian Wood via the trade, got Jaden Hardy, who I like. And obviously they lost Brown, Brunson, Trey Burke, Marquise Chris, Boban, Marjanovic were traded to the Rockets, obviously, in that Christian Wood trade. If I were to grade their offseason, I'd probably give them a mid offseason. Maybe I would say between mid and close to worst, because I think they still need one more piece in order to be really competitive. Again, they were competitive in the series that they were in, obviously beating the Phoenix Suns in that series, playing against the Golden State Warriors. It was just disappointing to see that Luka Doncic, didn't have a supporting cast that I think he deserves to have around him in order for this squad to really take over and really be the guy that I know he can be. But that might just be part of Luka ball for the rest of his career. That's kind of the style he likes to play, be the main guy, kind of have everything around him, kind of LeBron James-esque. But I would like them to have at least one more guy on that team. And so I'm curious to see how they're able to do it with Christian Wood. I know a lot of people are hyped about Christian Wood as an additional piece to the Mavericks. And obviously running it back with Spencer Dinwiddie as well. I think it's just a mid-tier offseason. Nothing too crazy, but also nothing that is going to be groundbreaking where they're, in the game-changing offseason.
Yeah, this is one of the tougher ones. I would agree with you. I think that this is a bad offseason, relatively speaking. And I think it's kind of the definition of like a one step forward, two steps back, maybe even a 3-step back type situation, because it addressed a serious need in Christian Wood. Like you're basically upgrading from Porzingis at midseason, right? He's not going to take as much away from your team with like his injury concerns and things like that. But Christian Wood is also kind of infamous for his locker room behavior, right? We've heard and seen that at every location he's been at. People like to pretend that stuff is just the media, right? Like that stuff doesn't just get made up for no reason, generally speaking. But I do, at the end of the day, I would still put that as a plus to the team. Like he is legitimately a bucket in the league. Christian Wood is gonna score on this team, especially with the attention Luka gets. That is a nice pickup. I like it a lot. The biggest problem, I think, is that they lost a piece that addresses their biggest need and haven't done anything to replace it, and that's Brunson.
Yeah.
That has been a consistent issue with the Mavericks and Luka's tenure with them. He needs some help with the ball handling in terms of taking the load off, because he gets so much attention. He gets so much attention in every game. Having anybody who can take some of that pressure off him, but especially who can lead their offense while he takes well-needed breaks, is critical to this team's success. Like, there's such a huge gap between Luka being with Mavericks on the floor and Luka not being on the floor. And that was true even with Brunson, who was really solid for them. But now they've lost Brunson, which was a huge, huge miss on their part. Already have to downvote their offseason just on the way they handled Brunson's situation. And then they've gotten no replacement for Brunson. Not even like a decent replacement. Like they didn't do anything to replace him. So that is like a big, big, big L for this team. I think that unless Luka comes in, and we've seen one of the big things for them too is though we've seen healthy, in shape Luka this offseason. So maybe what I'm saying gets offset by that. He can take more pressure. He can, he's not going to come in a little out of shape like he did last offseason.
Yeah.
I don't know. They have to get another guard. That's my opinion. I would honestly to put them in close to worst for the mere fact that they have no guard help for Luka. I think that's terrible.
Okay. Well, let's do it.
This team easily doesn't make the playoffs if Luka gets hurt at any point in the season.
I definitely agree. They're probably one of the worst teams in the league if that happens. So I'll agree with you, Pete. I'll move them down close to worst. Again, like you said, didn't make any moves. You're hoping Christian Wood's that guy, but again, the locker room stuff continues to pop up for Christian Wood. So let's see if he can shake that off in the future. And let's move on to our next team.